Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're taking your virtual bank account from absolute zero to tens of millions. If you're completely sick of logging in and seeing empty pockets, well, you're in exactly the right place. We are breaking down the 2026 Millionaire Blueprint for GTA Online, literally unlocking the absolute most efficient ways to build your criminal empire right from the ground up.
Let's just face it, I know exactly how you feel. Are you somehow still broke in GTA Online? You know, you're grinding for hours, putting in the sweat, but you just aren't seeing any real financial progress. You're trying your absolute best, but those numbers in the top right corner of your screen, yeah, they just aren't moving fast enough. It is honestly incredibly frustrating. Okay, let's dive into this. It is time to completely abandon the old way of doing things. Seriously, stop wasting your valuable hours on those low-paying contact missions that, let's be real, barely even cover your armor and ammo costs at this point. Instead, we're looking at the new way, the 2026 Millionaire Blueprint. This explainer covers the absolute fastest and most reliable ways to earn millions this year. And that goes whether you're a complete beginner or a seasoned veteran just looking to optimize your playtime.
So, here's the exact roadmap we're going to use today to guide you from zero capital to running a massive passive income empire. We'll kick things off with starting from scratch, then move into scaling your empire, unlock the ultimate money machine, review the mistakes keeping you broke, and finally, maximizing weekly bonuses. All right, let's jump right into part one, starting from scratch, going from zero to something. This is the very first phase of your wealth building journey. We're going to be following a very specific progression arc throughout this explainer. We go from the Cluck and Bell farm raid, then we take those profits and invest them into the Acid Lab and agency, and finally, we graduate to the ultimate goal, which is the Nightclub passive empire. It's a true rags to riches strategy, step by step. Now, if you're brand new, Cluck and Bell farm raid should absolutely be your first priority to build that initial million. The best part, you don't need any expensive businesses to trigger it, and you can complete the entire thing completely solo. It offers a truly great payout for the time you actually invest, meaning you can repeat it regularly to guarantee a really consistent income stream. It's highly accessible, and honestly, it's your absolute easiest ticket to your first big payday. Moving on to section 2, scaling your empire through investments and efficiency. Okay, so now that you have that first chunk of change from the farm raid, it's time to put on your CEO hat. Your next move, the Acid Lab. And what's really interesting here is how this introduces you to a highly profitable passive income stream with minimal grinding. It's totally solo friendly, boasts incredible fast production rates, and delivers really high profit. But listen, just remember the golden rule here. You must, absolutely must, upgrade it as soon as you possibly can for maximum earnings. Let's keep that momentum going and see how you can build your wealth even further with the agency. Buying an agency unlocks multiple phenomenal income streams. I'm talking security contracts, payphone hits, and the famous VIP contract. These aren't just incredibly lucrative, they're genuinely really fun missions to play. Plus, just like the Acid Lab, they can easily be handled solo without needing to rely on a full team of other players. Next up in this scaling phase is an absolute classic powerhouse, the Casata submarine and Cayo Perico. Now, it's really important to note that even after the recent balance changes by Rockstar, an efficiently run Cayo Perico heist right from the Casata still remains one of the highest paying activities in the entire game. If you just take a little time to learn the best routes, you will easily earn millions over time. It absolutely remains a top-tier investment for your growing empire. Which brings us to section 3. The ultimate money machine, also known as the end game. Congratulations, we have finally reached the heavy investment, late game goal for your sprawling criminal empire, the Nightclub. Literally, by definition, if you already own other businesses, the Nightclub becomes a money printing machine. This is exactly why it represents the absolute pinnacle of the passive income strategy for veteran players. Think of it like a giant funnel. It leverages everything else you've built up to this point and synthesizes it all into pure, unadulterated profit. Let's break down exactly why it's the pinnacle, though. The warehouse stock builds entirely automatically in the background while you play, and your daily safe income increases just by keeping your club's popularity up. It requires truly minimal active grinding. So the crucial point is this. You only need to run a sell mission when your stock is incredibly high. That equals maximum profit for virtually zero active work on your end. It's just brilliant.
Now for a bit of a reality check in section 4, mistakes keeping you broke. Listen closely here.
because we really need to talk about the massive financial pitfalls that are just ruining players' bank accounts. As the source material states perfectly, many players stay broke because they ignore passive businesses. This quote perfectly captures the stark contrast between the millionaire blueprint mindset and, well, the typical broke player mindset. If you aren't setting things up to make money while you're busy doing other activities in the game, you are actively falling behind, for sure. Let's quickly run through these massive red flags so you can stop falling into these exact traps today. First, stop buying expensive supercars too early before your businesses are actually fully set up. Second, stop spending money on unnecessary cosmetic upgrades. Third, do not ignore those passive businesses. Fourth, never ever skip the bonus event weeks. And finally, stop wasting your valuable hours on those low-paying contact missions. If you just cut these bad habits out, you'll literally watch your cash reserve skyrocket.
Finally, let's look at Section 5, maximizing weekly bonuses and those Thursday updates. Okay, let's get highly strategic for a second. Every single Thursday, without fail, Rockstar changes the game's bonus payouts. By checking this exact matrix every Thursday, you can drastically multiply your earnings by working smarter, not harder. You want to immediately log in and look for double money and triple RP events, and then cross-reference those with the discounted businesses and vehicle discounts. I'm telling you, planning your week around these updates is an absolute game changer.
The bottom line is really this. Playing the featured events each week can dramatically increase your overall earnings. I literally cannot stress enough the immense importance of aligning your gameplay loop with these weekly Rockstar updates. Doing what the game is actively paying you double to do, it turns just a normal everyday week into an incredibly profitable one. Which brings us to the end of our blueprint, but it leaves me with a final, pretty important question for you. Which of these methods makes you the most money? Like, have you fully automated your nightclub? Are you running the Acid Lab solo? Or are you just a hardcore Cayo Perico loyalist? We've covered the fastest path to making millions in 2026 based entirely on the data. Now it's time for you to take these strategies, apply the methods, and start building your empire. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. I hope you found it as fascinating as I did, and I will see you next time.